Tell them I said fuck you guys. Well, tell him I said fuck him. If you want, just send me the I was gonna say, yeah, just send me the thing. At least that way, if I have a list of the drivers, then I know who's what car. I can just look at that and just go off of that. Okay. Alright, I'll open it up, but I won't start it. Is Dylan live streaming? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I thought he was, because it says request to watch. That's why I was asking. Alright. Oh boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PTM Xfinity Series. We are live from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. It's going to be a good night of racing. They just finished up qualifying, so the field is going to be lining up, getting ready for pace laps. Getting ready to set off the field. Looks like the 5 of Pottles is going to be your race leader. Got the 11 to her outside. Then the 2 car. Looks like the 9 on the outside. And then it's going to be the 42, the 20, the 3. That is the 61, the 00, the 15, and the 0. About 11 cars here as the field rolls down the backstretch, getting ready to get the green flag. Pottles is going to bring him to the green with her Northland 5. Toyota, or Chevy, my bad. 2 Chevys lead the field. First 3 spots are actually, I believe, no, the first 4 spots are all Chevys as they come off the turn number 4. Flagger looking them down. Easy. And the green flag is out and we're underway. What a good jump from the 5 car Pottles as they run off into turn number 1. She pulls out to probably about a quarter of a gap here on the... Oh, looks like we got 1 car off in the grass already. The 0 off in the grass. Here in turns 1 and 2, no caution. NASCAR says no caution here early on, and it looks like everybody's going to run single file right now. We're going to ride along with the 5 car off turn number 4. That was Grandpa in the 0. So Pottles leads. RSH driving the number 11. The leaf filtered number 11 car. Sitting in 3rd. And the 2 car of Dylan. He's sitting in 2nd. And a lot of car number changes for these drivers this season. I believe last season Dylan was in the 15. We got a couple newcomers. We got Charlie here in the 42. Baker's driving the Ream 20. And there's Joey King in the 3. And we got AKA Guard in the 61. He's scraping the wall in the 3 and 4, and Fire still rocking out his Haas number 00 off turn number 4. Here comes the 15 and J on the inside of the 61 across the line. Right now, this is our only battle side by side. And there's just Grandpa. Heavy damage on the front end. I wonder what happened to him. He's still got plenty of time here. this afternoon as they roll into turn number 3. Dylan all over the back end of the 5 car as the 11 of RSH looks to the inside of Dylan as they come off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Single file for the first couple spots here. I think right now everybody's out just riding around trying to get a feel for the track. You don't want to get too low down by that white line, because if you happen to get too low, you're going to end up getting sideways. And it looks like the 42's making a run to the no, that was the 20. The 20 was making a run to the inside. Oh, 42's into the wall. And here comes the 20. He moves up to the 4th spot off of turn number 4, coming through the tri-oval. Oh, the 11 and the 2 made contact a little bit here coming into turn number 1. So the 11 into the wall, the 20's going to go high. And it looks like they let off and going to let everybody cycle through. Here comes the 9 back to the outside of the 20 as they go down the back stretch into turn 3. And it looks like the 9's going to get the spot back on the high side. And it looks like the 20 is coming down pit road. Oh, hard into the inside wall. And trouble here for the 20 car. He's coming down pit road. He's going to be there a little while. The 42 makes contact with the wall again going into turn number 1. But right now, it's Dylan and Pottles here in the front of the field. Pottles still holding strong to her lead as they run into turn number 3 here early on in the first stage. She's looking very strong in that Northland 5 car. And so is Dylan in the 2. RSH still holding strong in the 3rd spot with the 11 car. And the 20 still on pit road. He is now officially down 1 lap. Let's see if we can check on the 0. Here comes the 20. He's coming out of pit road. Let's check on the 0, see if he's made any ground on the field. No, here he is coming across the finish line. Right about now, it looks like he's having a little bit of a tough break in that Flex Seal. Number 0. He's still got plenty of time as he sees the 20 car. I don't believe the 0 is down 1 lap. I'm not 100% on that one. And back out in front, it's the 11 car. He's closed that gap on the front 2. He's looking to make a pass for second on the 2 car. Can he do it in turn 3? And I think he's going to stick right to the back bumper of the 2 car. If they can get a 2 car tandem going here on the outside lane, they might be able to get past the 5 car. Not close enough to do anything. Here comes the 2 looking to the back bumper. Still single file for the first 3 cars, and then they got about a half a second gap, if that, to about 4th and 5th as they run into turn 3. So right now, the first 3 cars single file, and then 4th and 5th are just riding solo right behind him, waiting for these 3 to make contact with each other to make all pass for the front spots here. So the front 3 nose to tail. Oh, looks like the 2 slid up a little bit. Here comes the 11 to the inside. We're going to have a side-by-side battle out of turn 2. And it looks like Dylan in the 2 is going to prevail on the outside lane. RSH maybe looking to the inside in 3 and 4. Not going to get there. And Potta still holds on strong. Now she's starting to open a little bit of a gap on these 2. And here comes the 9. I think he's starting to catch the draft of the 11. Starting to reel in the 11 car. And Dylan's reeling in the 5 off 2. And into turn number 3 and 4 they go. The rest of the field all spread out, but right now it's all about the top 3. They're nose to tail going into turn number 1. Wonder if we're going to see any green flag pit stops here by the end of this stage. Doesn't look like we got very much passing going on here. And it looks like the 42's kind of backed off a little bit. There's the 20 car. And then there's the 0 of Grandpa just coming out of turn 2 behind the 20. So everybody else kind of spread out here, running their own little race. But right now, Pottle's still holding strong And that Northland 5, Chevy Camaro. So they come off turn number 4. It looks like the 11's dipping down to pit road. Maybe a little strategy from the 11 team. I don't know if that was a scheduled pit stop or unscheduled, but the 11 drops out of third to come down to the safety of his pit crew. A little bit of strategy from the 11 here. See how well that works out here coming to the end, towards the end of this stage. But right now the 2 is into the outside wall going into turn number 3. Maybe just pushing just a wee bit too hard coming out of turn number 3. And here comes the 11. He's coming out of pit road, so now he's going to go down 1 lap to the leaders. And he's going to stay onto the apron and stay clear of the rest of the field. And the 0 kind of in danger of going down another lap. The leaders are starting to catch him. I think they got just about a full straightaway. I think he's got about half a straightaway now on the front 2. Because there they are off in the distance. And 61 hard into the outside wall. No caution. Keeps on going. But right now it's Dylan and Pottle still 1-2. They've been like that most of this first stage as they run down the backstretch. Will either one of these two make a pit stop? It looks like Dylan might be coming pit road. Yes, the 2 car coming to pit road. As long as the 5 is, too. Anybody else coming down? And we got a couple other... Oh, the 9 car into the wall. Inside wall. We got a couple takers. The 11's going to stay out. Now, he's going to have to try to come back around and cycle back to the lead. Right now, he just got his lap back because the leader's pitted. He's got to make it 1 whole circuit. He'll be back on the lead lap now. Don't know his exact position. Everybody else coming down pit road, fires in. 61's stayed out. I believe the 3 is in. The 20 stayed out. The 42, I believe, stayed out. The 9 is in pit road. Here comes the 5 and the 2. And here comes the 11. So I believe the 20 will be the race leader. Not 100% on that. If possible, I believe the 20 will be the race leader or the 11. I believe the 11 is the race leader. So right now, I believe the 11 of RSH is your race leader. Then it's Dylan. Or no, Pottle's then Dylan. Waiting for scoring to catch up to these green flag pit stops here. There's the 3. I don't think he's been down pit road yet. Yes, he has already been down pit road. There's the 20 car. He might... And I believe that is the end of stage 1. And the 20, I believe, is your stage 1 winner. I believe. No, hold on. Officials just sent in. It was the 42 that was stage 1 winner. To correct that. So Charlie in the 42 is your stage 1 winner. We'll hopefully get late race, after the race interview with drivers on the race and what they thought. And a good break for the 42, wherever he is on track. Can't seem to find him. Alright, as the field comes off of turn number 4, it's going to be Charlie, then the AK, then it's going to be Pottles. No, I believe we had some pit changes here. And we have a bit of a rough start for a couple people. Let's see what happens here on this restart. Oh, got a lot of contact. Cars on the apron. Oh, boy. Heavy contact. 3, 4 cars going around. We might have a caution here. Yes, yes. NASCAR has called a caution. Heavy damage on the Northland 5 for Pottles. And RSH has got some damage as well. The 0 is in this one as well. The 3 car. The 00. I do not know what initially happened going off of turn number 2. It looks like somebody was on the apron, got loose, couldn't save it, and shot back across the racetrack. So now we're going to bunch them all back up. We're going to have a couple guys that just got into that incident off of turn number 2 come down pit road. So I think that's majority of the back half of the field coming down pit road. I don't know whether that was the 15 or the 0 there in the back that got into that wreck, but it looks like the 2 car of Dylan is going to be at the back, and it looks like the 42 is going to be to the lead. Whoa! Car shooting to the straight to the inside. And the 42 is your race leader with Pottles on his outside. Great rebound for the 5 team after those pit stops after being in that incident. They fixed that car up pretty well, but here comes the Ream number 20 out of turn number 2 with the 9 car right behind him. Pottles gets into the outside wall a little bit going into turn number 3. She's the only car along with the 42 on the outside. They're going to be 3 wide off of turn number 4, 2 rows deep. And they're going to be 3 wide coming across the start-finish line. I do not know how they held on to that. That is crazy. That is something you don't see very often here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh, the 15 gives the 5 a little bit of a shove going into 1 and 2. A little bit of contact. And she's just going to be shuffling on back through the field. That was some crazy first couple laps here as they get back up to full speed as the 20 is now your race leader. Baker is your race leader coming across the stripe with the 9 right behind him as they go into turn number 1. Here comes RSH in the 11. Oh, RSH hard into the outside wall. It looks like we got another car going around. Pottles goes around and a couple other cars get collected. Caution is out. Looks like RSH just got out of the groove and then ended up getting into the wall. Everybody went through and then somebody must have just spun out or let up just to avoid the 11 and then made contact. So another tough break for the 5 team. Hopefully they can get her car fixed. And yet another tough break for the 0 team. This poor guy has been in almost every incident. Got into an incident in turn 1 all by himself. This poor guy is having a tough day here in Charlotte. Charlotte is not being very, very pleasant to the 0 of Grandpa here. The oldest driver in the field here tonight, and the only female in the field here tonight is the Pottles. So she's kind of outnumbered, like 9-1. So everybody else comes down pit road, makes some adjustments, and the 20 of Baker leads Pottles to the Geico restart zone. Dylan sits in 3rd, green flag. We're back underway. There's the 42. Charlie on the outside, sitting in 4th. He's going to dive down to the inside and get into the bottom lane. Right now, Pottles might be out-teamed. She's the only car on the outside. She has no help to her back bumper, so it looks like she's going to drop back 3 spots. Everybody out kind of fanning out down the backstretch as they go into turn number 3. The 42 looking to the inside of the 5. Maybe looking to the inside of the 2 as they come off of turn number 4. No. Oh, somebody's into the outside wall. I believe that's the 0 Grandpa into the outside wall here off of turn number 4. Kept it going. Down into turn number 1, the 15 and 5 race side by side as they go through the middle of 1 and 2. She's going to be on the outside as they come out of 2. Not going to get the position. Down the backstretch, the 20 starting to pull away as Dylan sits in the 2nd spot, looking to finally get his 2 car out in front. That 2 car has been sitting in 2nd most of this race. He just wants to get out in front. It looks like we almost had 3 wide coming off of turn number 4 with the 00, the 15, and the 3. Right now, that 2 car is fast, but can't seem to get it around. The 20 car, look to the inside. No, not going to get there. That's allowing the 42 to close in. And those 3 just trying to battle it out. That's allowing Pottles to slowly reel them in as they go into turn 3. Try along with the 20 car down the front stretch. Everybody's starting to spread out once again. Now that we're back under green, everybody's starting to spread out. Here comes the 42 looking to the inside of the 2 going into turn number 3. Can he get the spot? Pottle's going to follow. There may be going to be 3 wide off turn 4. No. And the 2 holds on to the spot coming off of turn number 4. And the 20 gets a bit of a gap going out and turn. Whoa, they clips the outside wall. That's going to put the 2 right back to his back bumper. Through 1 and 2 off turn number 2. 2's going to look to the inside. No. Going to stay right to his bumper. Now Pottle's up to the 3rd spot. She gets past the 42 as they roll through turns 3 and 4. Here they come at us full speed off turn number 4. We're going to be side by side for the lead. Can the 2 get it? Yes! New race leader. Oh no, the 2's in the grass. Hard into the outside wall. 20's into the wall. The 5's into the 20. No caution. They keep going. The 3's down below the apron. Who's the race leader out of all this? I believe the 42. And it looks... we got a big one here in turn 3 and 4. 3, 4, maybe 5 cars get together here off turn number 4. That is going to bring out the caution. Pottles looks like she's in it. The 9 car is in it. It looks like the 15 and the 20 were involved. And right now it is Charlie and the 42, your race leader, leading them down out of turn number 2. We are under caution for the 3rd time, I believe. 3rd or 4th time due to race incidents, minus the 1 stage caution. So here in the 2nd stage, action was pretty heating up there under that green flag run. The 2 car got onto the lead finally for the first time here this afternoon, and then ended up just getting a little too low in the front stretch, got into the grass, and it just shot the car back across the track and into the traffic of the field. So after pit stops, Pottles in the 5 car leads him to the restart zone. Green flag, we're back underway. And it looks like the 61 did not go on that restart. He just dropped to the back. Maybe missed a shift and just pulled out of the way to make sure everybody got through. So right now it's the 5 car. She's back out in front. She hasn't been out front since stage 1. She was leading early on. Now she's got a bit of a gap. Hopefully she can pull it away. And into turn number 3, got some cars making contact. 3 wide through the corner. The 11 goes around, but he saves it. What a save from the 11. RSH with a hell of a save through turns 3 and 4. Oh no, the 0 through the grass and into the field. Caution is out on the speedway. So another caution, it looks like, for the 00. So everybody, I have to say, one thing I saw was the 11 come completely sideways off of turn number 4. And this man has got the driving skill to be able to save it at 190-something miles an hour off turn number 4 and saved it and not pulled it back into traffic. That is amazing. So we are currently with 56 laps left to go. Pottles is your race leader. Charlie in 2nd. Dylan in 3rd. Baker in 4th. JD in 5th. AKA in 6th. RSH in 7th with an amazing save. And then we got Jay in 8th, Fire in 9th, and Joey in 10th. All the last 3 positions are 1 lap down. Right now, the 42 is going to be your race leaders. They come back to the restart zone. So let's see, the 61 dropping out of line again. I don't know, I don't think he feels very confident on these restarts. Every restart we've had, he's dropped to the back of the field. And right now it's the 42, your race leader. Everybody's scrambling around. The 9's below the white line. Everybody fanning out down the backstretch. Pottle's looking to the inside as they go into turn number 3. No, she's going to pull in behind the 42 as they come roaring through 3 and 4. 3 wide, middle of the pack. They were 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Pottle's your race going to be in 2nd. And the 42, Charlie, now she's going for the lead into turn 1. Now she's got the 20. The 42 is going to slide up high. They're going to be side by side as they come off of turn number 2. She's going to be the race leader coming off of turn number 2. The 20 and the 42 made slight contact coming out of 2 down the backstretch. Oh boy, it's getting antsy. Swapping positions back and forth here as they come off of turn number 4 again. The 2 and the 20 working nose to tail as they're coming after the 5 of Pottles down into turn number 1. Here comes the 3 and the 42 on the outside. Oh, the 3 made contact with the wall. Here comes the 11. RSH making a rebound. I think that caution really saved him after spinning out, coming off of turn number 4. Oh, we got a big wreck in the middle of 3 and 4. No caution. Caution is now out. The caution finally comes out. And let's see. We got the 0, the 42, the 9. No, let's see. Yeah, quite a few cars. I think the rest of the back of the field got caught up into that. Let's see. The 15, the 0, the 42. We got about 6 cars. So the last 3 or 4 cars of the field got collected up, coming off of in the middle of 3 and 4. I don't really know what happened. Never really got a good shot of what happened there through 3 and 4. This was the angle we saw it from. I don't have playback feedback. And we're coming to the restart with less than 50 laps left to go here in Charlotte as they come off of turn number 4. Puddle's going to bring him to the restart zone. We're back underway. She gets a great launch, but Dylan's going to hold stride with her as they come through the tri-oval. They're going to be side by side into the corner. Puddle's going to take it. Whoa, we got cars making contact. 61's off into the grass. And look, out of turn number 2, we got a car in the air. 1 car way in the air. I do not know who that was. Saw them in the distance go up and over. Goodness, I think NASCAR is going to have to review that to find out which car that was. They were about a good 2, 3, maybe 4 feet off of the racetrack. That is something you don't want to see for a driver. Good God, that was nuts. As Puddles holds on to the lead. She had some possible contenders coming out of 1 and 2, and then the big wreck back there, I only saw a glimpse of it. But we had 1 car launch off the racetrack. If only we had another way to see who that was, we'd be able to tell you a little bit better. But here comes the field to the restart zone. Puddle's going to lead the 15, the 2, and the 00. Your top 4. And then the 11 of RSH sitting in 5th, rounding out your top 5. And yet again, the 61 staying to the outside as they roar off into turn number 1. We got 10 cars rolling into turn number 1. All 10 cars still on track. Nobody's dropped out. Oh, the 00 makes contact with somebody. Shooting back across the track. The 42, I believe, is into the wall. We got 3, 4 cars together here and 3 in the middle of the backstretch. And caution will come out yet again. It's pretty chaotic here coming out of turn number 2 because everybody on the bottom lane's getting a little sideways, trying to get where they want to go. And then you got everybody on the outside trying to get together. So it's pretty tough. Very tough racing for some of these drivers. We have 42 laps left to go. We'll be restarting with, I think, maybe 39 laps left remaining. Maybe 40 laps remaining, depending on how many laps they need to take due to the caution. As the field comes back to the restart zone here off of turn number 4, it's going to be Puddles and Dylan leading them to the field, to the green. Here they go. There they go, roaring down into turn number 1. RSH back in the 3rd spot. He's going to push Puddles through 1 and 2. He's going to put the 11 car up to 2nd. That's going to be his highest position so far here today, this afternoon. Maybe looking for the first going into turn 3. Oh, the 00 back into the outside wall. And we got another big wreck off turn 4. Everybody but I believe 2 cars made it through that one. We actually got a glimpse of that one this time. So Puddles still your race leader. And it looks like the 5 of Puddles is all clear, and I believe the 3 car made it all the way through. Yes, the 3 car has made it all the way through, while everybody else got caught up in that slight wreck coming off turn number 4. So, yet again, we're going to have another restart here. We're coming with less than I think 36 to 37 laps left to go. It's the 42s, the race leaders, they come to the green flag. Here comes Fire in the 00. He's up to the outside lane for the first time today. We're going to ride along with the 00. Double zero into the outside wall. It gets loose coming through 3 and 4. Gets into the outside wall. The 61 is into the inside wall here in turn number 3. No caution. I don't believe NASCAR saw him go into the inside wall. And the 20 is the race leader going out of turn number 2 down the backstretch with the 42. Charlie right there. Baker leads him into turn 3. I don't remember who's driving the 3 car. I'm drawing a blank, but Pottle sits in 4th in the 5 car as they come out of turn number 4, coming across the start-finish line. If you're just joining us, we are watching the PTM Xfinity Series racing from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina for the Alsco 300. Also presented by Nationwide. Down into turn number 3. It's been a very eventful race here today. We've had quite a few lead changes and quite a few big wrecks. If you missed a couple minutes ago, we had a car go flying through the air out and through turns 3 and 4, or turns 1 and 2. Never got an official look at who it was, but we did have a car lift off the racetrack here today. As they roll through 3 and 4, as the 20 of Baker leads them around the corner. Pottle's looking to the inside of the 42. Charlie with the help of the 11 of RSH as they come across the start-finish line. And the 9's all over the back bumper of the 11, so maybe they got 3 cars, maybe 4 cars to help them. Dylan in the 2 car really wants to get his car out to the back to the front. He's been a fast car all day. The highest he's been is up to the lead for a couple seconds. Then he got into the outside wall from getting loose. But Baker, your race leader, coming across the start and finish line. Here's the question, is caution. Are we going to see another caution? And if we do not see another caution, as if we see green flag pit stops come to play. Who's going to be the one to short pit and try to cheat this out? As Baker leads him, he's got a bit of a gap. Oh, Pottle's getting loose. Saved it. And the 42 goes around. Trouble for the 42 car. He gets spun around here off of turn number 4. That's a tough break for them. And the 20 is really starting to pull away now. Got maybe almost a second lead on the second place car of RSH in the 11 car. There's RSH in second with Pottles in third. And I believe that is Dylan in 4th. Yes, that is Dylan. These 3 running nose to tail right now. Maybe they'll be able to catch the leaders. So right now, Pottle's looking to get the second spot away. And she's going to do it as they come off turn number 2. Clears him. Here comes Dylan to the inside. Maybe he's looking to take a spot. I believe that was the 3 that you saw off in the distance on that back stretch shot, scraping the wall out of turn number 2. I know a lot of these guys have scraped the walls quite a few times, and some of their cars look like they're brand new, and some of them just have seen some better days. But here comes the 2 of Dylan. He's pretty fast. If he could get that 2 car up to the 20, I think he might have a shot for him as they run down the backstretch into turn number 3. There's the 0 Grandpa. He's had a tough day. He's just out there logging laps at the moment right now. He's nowhere near anybody. There's the teammate. His teammate, the 15. Car teammates, at least. There's the 00 Fire. These guys are kind of split up here. And there's the 42 off in the distance. He got late race trouble. And let's check in back on the leaders as they roll down the backstretch into turn number 3. They're all nose to tail. They caught the 20 car. So 3 cars was better than 1. Because here they come. They're slowly trying to find a way around him. Those 3 just need to work together, and they will be able to rocket on by this 20 car if they can leave him hanging. But if one follows him and the others stay together, it could be anybody's race here down the backstretch. Looks like right now everybody's running the high side. All nose to tail as they run into turn number 1. They gotta try to make a move here. They're running out of time. And 20 car, still the race leader, holding strong as they go into turn number 3. Here they come at us at full speed. It's literally like a freight train. They're all moving in unison, trying to figure out how to get past each other. The 20 goes low. Those 3 go high. Will it work going into turn 3? Dylan's going to drop to the inside. Maybe go 3 wide. And the 20 still sticks with the race lead as they come across the start-finish line again. Pottle's on the outside all by herself now. There's the 2 car. He's back to second. And now he's going to try. Maybe Dylan can try to find a way to set up this 20 for a late race bump and run. If green flag pit stops don't come to play. Here they come through 3 and 4 again for another time around. I'm not sure how many laps are left here. My scoring is kind of off at the moment. So they come off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. The 20 goes low yet again. So that allows the outside line to work together. And they split off yet again. Dylan still to the outside. RSH out there with him. Dylan scraped the wall a little bit, coming out of 4. That's going to split them up again. They are trying like crazy to get past this 20 car. And he's just holding strong. Dylan all by himself on the outside lane. Pottles and RSH working together out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Pottles picks up Dylan down the backstretch going into 3. And now she's going to drop back down to the bottom. So we pretty much just have a 4-car breakaway from the rest of the field unless we get a caution here late in this race. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So Dylan dropped back to the end of this trade. Oh, the 20 car. He's ducking off. Pit stop time. Now the question is who's going to be able to make the right adjustments to their race car and get him that checkered flag. So right now it is now Pottles, the RSH first and second. Dylan's going to be third. Out of these three, who's coming down pit road this time by, is the question. As we have 17 laps left to go. We're going to clock off 16 to go. 16 more circuits. And it looks like the 20 had to make a pit stop. I don't know how these front three are doing on fuel. It looks like the 20 is now finally coming out of pit road. Here he comes out of pit road. Let's see which one of these top three is coming to pit road. Here comes the 2 car. The whole front three, here they come. Here comes the 3 car. The 42 stays out. The 9 comes down pit road. So now I believe the 42, Charlie, is your race leader as they roll into turns 1 and 2. And I think Fire in the 00 sits in second now as they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch. So these two are trying to play a little fuel strategy and stay out a little later. Now they're side by side going into 3 and 4 and 61 into the inside wall. Fire now is the race leader. That's if these guys aren't laps down. I'm not 100%. We should be seeing these two come down pit road here very shortly. Unless they pit it a little bit sooner, and they should be able to make it to the end if they pit it a little bit sooner, but just enough where they could save enough tire and fuel to make it to the end. There's the 9 car. He just came out of pit road. Let's see if we can find our other 3 drivers. There's the 20. There's the 5. Right behind him. There's the 2. He's a little further back. There's the 11. So the 20 and the 5 are the only closest ones together out of that 4 that were running. So as we believe, the 00 is the race leader. The 42 sits in second. And then I'm not 100% sure about the rest of the field. I believe then it's the 20 car, then the 5, then the 2. Just guessing. And here comes the 2 down pit road. Is this another scheduled pit stop? Or unscheduled pit stop? So the 2 coming back down pit road. And the 5 of Pottles makes a pass on the 20 car. So right now, I believe your front two are right here. We are watching your front two. I believe it is Pottles in first and the 20 car in second. After the green flag pit stops have cycled through. And the 42's in pit road. Green flag pit stops kind of threw me off here a little bit. So I believe this is your front two battling for the win right now as we speak. As they roll into turn number one. Oh, 20's getting all over the back bumper of the 5. Can she hold him off? That 20 car's been strong, but Pottles has had a stronger car here today, too. So these two are pretty much even right now. They just can't seem to get past each other. They're just pushing each other around. There's RSH in the distance in his green number 11 car. Oh, did we see the bump and run out of turn number 2? They're side by side down the backstretch. Did the 20 give her the bump and run in 1 and 2? They're still side by side through 3 and 4. Right now it's the 20 as your race leader. It was the 20 at the line as they go in turn 1 and 2, still side by side. Can the 5 of Pottles regain the lead again? Down the backstretch, the 20 makes the block. She's going to the outside. Into 3. He blocks the line on the outside. She's going to give him a shove. That's right along with the 5 car. Into 1 and 2, she's going to be at his back bumper as they come out of turn number 2. That 20 car is really fighting to hold her off. Looking for the bump and run going into 3. Going to go to the high side. Trying to force the 20 into a mistake as they come out of turn number 4. Looking to the inside, not going to get there. This is picking up, folks. This is your battle for the win right here. There's the bump. Doesn't give him enough of a bump to get him up out of the groove. She might have rattled his cage a little. A little bit of a Dale Earnhardt there. Oh, she touches the outside wall going into 3. Now they're going to be side by side through 3 and 4. He's still going to prevail on the inside line with the shorter line. Coming to the start and finish line. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it. And I believe the 20 car is your race winner. And then it's going to be the 11 car in third. Okay, I was right. Ladies and gentlemen, the 20 holds off the hard-charging 5. That was some great racing here coming into the end. Those two were going at it for the last couple laps. It was crazy. I think if they had couple more laps, it would have been a little better. The turnout for both of them. Congratulations to the 20 team after taking home the checkered flag after a hard-fought battle. at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you for joining us at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the PTM Xfinity Series. We will see you next week for another thrilling finish, just like we had here tonight. So I am signing off, and we will see you next week.